Today we are just going to derive Hamilton principle from Newton's second law of motion. Most of the books have derived Newton's second law of motion from Hamilton's principle, but I rather chose another approach, and I have tried to prove Hamilton principle from Newton's second law of motion. So let us consider a system of n particles, as we have discussed earlier, that for Hamilton principles to be valid, our system must be monogenic. So the system of course is monogenic, and now if there are n particles, then let us consider an ith particle. The force on ith particles is of two types. One is external force, that is mass of ith particles time acceleration produced in ith particle, and other one is internal force, that is Fi. Let us just call this as equation number 1, and by taking the dot product of this equation with the virtual displacement, it gives us del Ri is equal to MIAI dot del Ri plus Fi internal force dot del Ri. Okay. Now the internal force and the virtual displacements are usually perpendicular to each other. There is another easy way of saying this, that the internal force acts in pairs. The force of ith particle on jth particle is equal to force of jth particle on ith particle. Anyways, this term become equal to 0. So we are just left with Fi del Ri is equal to MIAI dot del Ri. Del Ri is equal to Mi, and acceleration is the second derivative of position. So d square Ri over dt square dot del Ri. The LHS represents the virtual work. Left hand side of the equation represents the virtual work. So we can say virtual work is equal to Mi d square Ri over dt square dot del Ri. For n particle, n particles, virtual work will become equal to summation I is equal to 1 up to n Mi d square Ri over dt square dot del Ri. Virtual work will become equal to summation I is equal to 1 up to n Mi d square Ri over dt square del Ri. This is our equation number 2. What is kinetic energy? Kinetic energy T is the kinetic energy of the system is summation I is equal to 1 up to n half Mi Ri Mi d Ri over dt squared. Okay. So this kinetic energy could be written as del T is equal to del of I is equal to 1 up to n Mi d Ri over dt times d Ri over dt. Now we can apply the product rule of differentiation on this term, and we will get delta T is equal to Mi is constant, summation I is equal to 1 up to n Mi, and this will become equal to dRi over dt times del Ri dRi over dt. This is the product rule of differentiation, plus dri over dt times del ri over dri over dt. Now these two terms are same, so they will sum up together, and we will have our kinetic energy T is equal to summation I is equal to 1 up to n mi 1 by 2 half is equal to 1 by 2 mi times 2 dri over dt del dri over dt. Okay, 2 will cancel out, and we will have I is equal to 1 up to n mi dri over dt times dri over dt. Okay, so this is our kinetic energy delta T. Or consider the term summation I is equal to 1 up to n d by dt of dri over dt dot del ri. This term could be expanded in the form again the product rule d square ri over dt square del ri plus dri over dt d by dt of del ri. Summation I is equal to 1 up to n and d by dt of dri over dt dot del ri is equal to you can reduce this equation into d square ri over dt square del ri plus dri over dt del ri times d over dt of ri. Okay. Multiply both sides of this equation by mi. So we will have I is equal to 1 up to n mi d by dt of dri over dt dot del ri is equal to summation I is equal to 1 up to n mi d square ri over dt square del ri plus I is equal to 1 up to n mi dri over dt dot del ri dri over dt. So this is our equation number 4. Use equation number 2 and 3 in equation number 4. So this is our equation number 2 and this is our equation number 3. This value is present here, so it could be replaced by delta t and this could be replaced by delta w. So 4 will imply that I is equal to 1 mi d by dt of dri over dt dot del ri is equal to, this is our kinetics, this is our virtual work, and this term is our kinetic energy. We know that since Force is the negative gradient of potential. So we can write virtual work delta W is equal to negative times the potential energy. So this call this as equation 5, and 5 will become summation I is equal to 1 up to n mi dri over dt dot del ri is equal to delta t minus delta v. Now integrate this equation from t1 to t2 in configuration space, integrating t1 to t2, we will have integral t1 to t2 summation I is equal to 1 up to n mi dri over dt dot del ri dt is equal to integral from t1 to t2, and this could be written as delta L dt. Okay. So look at the right hand side. Here we have integral of in fact there is another d by dt, mi d by dt d by dt. We have integral of derivative of this term. So integration and derivation will cancel out, and we are left with mi dri over dt dot del ri. Now these two terms are perpendicular to each other, and they will become equal to 0. So this whole integral will become equal to 0 is equal to this from yesterday topic could be written as del t1 to t2 L dt. So this is delta t1 to t2 L dt is equal to 0 is the Hamilton's principle from Newton's second law of motion. Okay. You can do the same exercise as I have considered the Cartesian coordinates, that is r as my variable. But you can consider the generalized coordinate q and do the same exercise for all of this. Okay. So that was it. Thank you so much.